Google Calendar. Love it or hate it, it is one of the most widely used productivity tools on the planet. There's only one little problem, really.
It's ugly, you know?
I have developed a calendar that looks like this, right? It is so cute. I love it so much. Let's go to my desk. Let's start with the obvious. She is colorful. Now, I almost didn't want to put this tip in this video because most people do know that you can change the colors on your Google Calendar. But because some people don't, and because it's such a huge part of what makes the calendar aesthetic, I will go over a quick rundown. So here are all the calendars that I have. And for example, this pink is represented by Blocked for Priorities calendar. And yeah, if you can change it to any of these pre-selected colors here, or if you want to choose your own color, which is what I have done, you kind of just drag around. There's also that website, a lot of people know it. I think it's like, I'll put it up on the screen because I can't remember. It's like coolers.something. But it's a website that there's a free version that can help you select a palette if that's not really your forte. Here's a slightly juicier tip. Use cute emojis, okay? It actually shocks me that more people don't do this. And I imagine that part of it is because most of us use Google Calendar like at our desk, on a laptop, on a desktop, whatever. If you have a Mac, like all you have to do is hit Control-Command-Space, and this cute little character viewer comes up, and I've got my frequently used favorites, you know, and you just, whatever you're looking for a fire emoji, you know, it'll pop up. And so that's really easy. I'm sure there's like a similar shortcut on Windows. Now, obviously I don't go out of my way to do this on one-time events. So for example, if you see my like little teeth cleaning appointment that I have on Monday, like I didn't bother to put a tooth emoji because I was at the dentist as I'm like putting this into my phone. I'm not gonna be like, oh, hang on, I need to find it, you know, obviously. But for things that happen all the time, like taking my meds, you know, pill emoji. Now, another good place to use emojis that's a little less obvious is in the location field. That is this little field right here. Now, I love Google Calendar, obviously, but one thing that I don't like is that the description, like if you put a description into an event, it doesn't show up on the block unless you click it. But like some things I want to see. For example, I have set aside all these different hours and labeled them the work, which means the heavy lifting of YouTubing, selling Notion templates, blah, 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 blah. But like, I don't want to specify each one in this because I want it to just recur. But I do want to know, you know, like, okay, like let's look at last week, for example. Okay, perfect example. Right now, I am doing the work, the heavy lifting of YouTube, but specifically I am filming my GCal aesthetic video. And like yesterday, during this little time slot, I was scripting the GCal video, you know? Like another way that you could use this is like, let's say you want your thing to say, oh, morning routine every day, but then you want to see the specifics of what that means, but you don't want to type it all out. This could be where you put all those emojis. So then you could put in, you know, brush your teeth, make your bed, and then you want, you know, make coffee. So now you have all these cute little emojis that are gonna show up next to, like it'll say morning routine, but your emojis that describe exactly what that means are down here, you know? Next tip is less about like visual aesthetics and just more about overall cuteness. Pick cute names for your time blocks. I actually got a comment from somebody like, why do you call it a hawker walk instead of just calling it a morning walk? It's like, man, life is short, and like just the way my brain works, like I have to use every tool available to trick myself into doing things that I might not otherwise want to do. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a hawker walk. I'm not gonna write gym. I'm gonna write build that pizza. What is glam? Like, do I have a glam team coming over? Obviously not, okay? It just means shower, put myself together, you know, but like make it fun because why not? And finally, my personal favorite tip that actually I haven't seen anyone else do, that is changing the fonts, okay? I do this a lot, by the way. So I wanna make it easy on myself, and the way that I do that is by having a font generator embedded into my Notion, which is my other productivity system, okay? The video that I put out after this one is likely to be my Notion tour, but down at the bottom, I use a lot of like helpful repeating stuff. I have this font generator literally embedded into this so that if I ever just need a cute font, whether it's for my calendar or whether it's something I do for Notion, then I can just type it in and bang. So let's say I'm creating a recurring block, bad bitch activities, okay? You know, I type it in and then I just scroll and I'm like, which of these fonts is giving bad bitch activity vibes? I kind of like this one, you know? Now, one thing to be aware of is that Google Calendar doesn't read every single font. But like, let's say Mondays 3 to 4, that's gonna be bad activities. Right, how cute is that? Now, what's nice about this is because obviously with Google Calendar, you can set blocks up to recur over and over. So it's not like you have to go in and do the whole font generator emoji thing like every single week. It's just, you set it up once and then you're done. Until, like me, your life changes, you know, you quit your job to go full-time on YouTube and you need to restructure your shit. But, you know, that's a different discussion for a different day. Anyway, any questions, video requests, leave them below. Oh, and if you, like, really want to talk in depth, I do, like, soundboard sessions. So, like, DM me on Instagram, we can set that up. I love you guys so much. I will see you in the comment section. Bye.